Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with my August favorites, showing you everything that I loved throughout the month of August, which felt like it was about 4 days long. I do have some repeats in here because I'm using the same stuff over and over. That means it's truly a favorite. Got some new products in here: hair, skin, makeup. Let's get into it. Let's start with lip stuff. I've got just a very simple but delightful lip balm from Essence. This is the Super Peptide Glossy Lip Treatment. I'm trying to come for road perhaps with the peptide lip thing. But this has peptides, vitamin E. It's in the shade Pinkified. This has been in my purse all month. It has a little bit of a pink hue to it, but I've just been taking it out, smushing it on my lips. You don't need to worry about it being too full color. What I love about this is it feels really good. It feels hydrating. It's got caring shea butter in it, as opposed to the uncaring kind of shea butter. But it smells like, I call it soft serve ice cream, custard cone. There's something about it that's like, it's not straight up vanilla. Like, it's really like, ice cream. Delicious and affordable. We love that. I've loved orange lipstick for a very long time. I think the first orange lipstick I ever bought was Lime Crime. Dun dun dun. Throwback. I did love their fun packaging. But lately I've been wearing the MAC Powder Kiss lip color, and this is in the shade Resort Season. I think this also does come in just their regular tube lipstick format. I'm also a huge fan of Morange. That was another one of my first orange lipsticks. But if you have, I mean, if you have any skin tone, try it. But if you have a deeper skin tone, I'm telling you, orange lipsticks are so flattering. It gives a brightness, it's warm, it's beautiful. I love this color specifically. I also love this formula. I've mentioned it many times over the years in different colors. Very, very comfortable. It's almost, I hesitate to say moussey because I personally hate moussey textures, but it is in a good way. It's very comfortable. So really loving my hair today. Day 2 curls. Controversial, but I think I'm not a huge fan of Clinique Black Honey. It's not that I don't like it, it's just, I think for my skin tone anyways, it's not like my perfect everyday gonna reach for shade that Black Honey kind of touts itself as. That being said, Nude Honey has entered the chat. I actually tried Pink Honey too. I did a whole honey video. If that's up, I'll link it down below. It's probably not, let's be honest. I'm a little slow on the editing, but recently tried the Nude Honey Almost Lipstick and Nude Honey Lip and Cheek Oil. Now, I don't see myself putting this on my cheeks. I'm not sure. Maybe on like a truly no makeup day. It really feels like a lip oil to me. But the Nude Honey is beautiful. Even without a lip liner, I love it. The Almost lipstick is really nice. It's sort of this hybrid lipstick balm formula. So it's very sheer, very buildable, very comfortable. Kind of surprised they haven't updated this packaging. Something kind of retro about it. And then looking a little more new, a little more modern, a little more that girl, is the Clinique Pop Lip and Cheek Oil in Nude Honey. Very comfortable. Not, it has that lip oil formula where it's sort of a gloss, sort of an oil. They both look good on their own. They look good together. Very comfortable. If you've been sleeping on Black Honey, maybe it's time to wake up and get nude. I sleep nude though, so. Anyways, moving on to foundation. This is a foundation that I really love, and I don't know how often I've mentioned it. I don't know if I've even done a full review on it, but I reach for it all the time. Whether I'm kind of going out and it's a more glam look for like a work thing, I've worn it. I also really like mixing it with other foundations, but it's very good on its own. But I also wear it just on the day-to-day because it's such a good shade match for me. It's very buildable. I love the way it looks on my skin. It is from Guerlain. This is the Terracotta Le Teint. The shade 4N is so good for me. It blends into my skin. It's the perfect golden peachy neutral, whatever you want to call it. Comes with a pump. Mine's a little messy, but she's pretty. It says healthy glow, natural perfection, 24-hour wear. I don't know about that. But it does wear really, really nicely on my skin. It looks natural. It's buildable. It's beautiful. Now let's talk about these cheeks. I love what I have going on here. Tested out a new, this is kind of a fancy couple of products here. This is the, oh, that's kind of annoying actually. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, but see how the Armani thing is on the back? But anyways, this is the Luminous Silk Cheek Tint Shine. This one is in the shade 42, or is it 42S? Yeah, I think it's 42S. It's sort of this terracotta color. There's a little bit of like gold shimmer running through it, but it's not glitter, it's not chunky, it's not really detectable on the skin other than that you get a nice glow. Now I do have 2 other highlighters on top of it, but the color itself is really beautiful, really blendable, really light. Armani is coming out with all kinds of little things in these tubes. and this was sent to me for review. I don't get to pick the shades when Armani sends me product. Some brands will be like, what shades do you want? Armani just kind of sends shades. So I've found in recent videos, if you've watched PR hauls or whatever, sometimes they're not great shades for me. This is a beautiful shade for me. It's the kind of shade that I would buy with my own money. It is rich, it's rusty, the shimmer is really beautiful, so you could skip a highlight if you wanted to, or you could be like me and add 2 more highlighters on top. But I really like the formula. And then as for what's on the rest of my cheeks, I did mention this in last month's video, the L'Oreal Lumi La Glace highlighter stick, although I mentioned I think the lighter one because I couldn't find this one. This is Glassy Sunset Amour. Beautiful, beautiful, so unique to the drugstore. It just has a glossy highlighter look to it. There's no shimmer, but it's not wet on the skin. You can, you know, powder over it. I've put it over powder. It's really, really pretty, really unique. And then recently I paired it with this NARS highlighter and I could not stop looking at myself, which I, you know, believe it or not, given my career, don't love looking at myself, especially lately. Talking to my therapist about it, it's okay. But this is the NARS Light Reflecting Luminizing Powder in the shade Ophelia. Now, I expect pretty much only the best from NARS. It's one of my favorite brands. If you were to ask me what brand, if you could only use one brand for the rest of your life, what would you use? Francois NARS. Okay, I'm calling up Mr. NARS. And really beautiful. I like it on its own, but just this combo together is so, so pretty. And I was a little afraid that this was going to be, again, I didn't pick the shade, they sent it to me. I was afraid it might be too light for me, but even look at the reflection just in the pan. So soft. Not a lot of powder highlighters out these days, so we value you. Ooh, okay, this is kind of new to me, but I love it. I'm so glad I love it because I love the packaging and that matters to me. But this is the Merit Great Skin Double Cleanse Face Wash. It has a pump, like kind of one of those foamy pumps. It says, shake well, use 3 to 4 pumps on dry or wet skin, massage for 30 seconds, rinse with warm water. I was so impressed with this. First of all, when you mix it up, it looks like a latte, and that does a lot for my brain and makes me really love it. But I love the foamy texture. It's very unique. I have used oil cleansers, micellar cleansers, gel cleansers, just all kinds of balmy cleansers. But this feels like none of them. It's so light, it's so foamy, but it still does a really good job removing my makeup. And it doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped or oily or any film. I gotta say, of like everything I've ever tried from Merit, I think this might be my favorite thing that I've tried from them. I do really love their serum, their highlighter stick, their blushes. Like, I've liked what I've tried, but I find this to be really, really unique and worked really well and looks really nice. So, ding, ding, ding. Also for my skin, I've become such a Neostrata stan in the past like year or two since I've been introduced to their products. People sleep on it and their stuff is so good. It's so underrated. I truly notice a difference when I use this stuff on my skin. Like, I'm serious. And something that I've been loving are the Neostrata PHA renewal pads. I wasn't super familiar with PHAs, but basically they're like a lighter, more gentle version of an exfoliator that actually helps to exfoliate your skin, but you're not going to be ripping up your skin barrier. And, you know, if you have more mature skin, more sensitive skin, or you've just overused acids and are a little to use them, this is such a great option. Technically you can, or you should, I guess, use these daily. I don't always, but they are gentle enough to be used daily. And I love reaching for these. Like right now, I'm about to get my period. My skin's more congested. Pimples are trying to pop up, but I'm not trying to do anything too harsh to my skin because it can feel a little bit sensitive. The fact that they're in this pad format, life's hard enough. Okay, I don't need any more problems. This makes it really easy. I've gone through, have I gone through 2 of these? I know I finished at least 1 of them and I didn't find the pads to be dry by the end. Obviously screw the top on, but it does such a nice job if your skin is dull, dehydrated, you want it to look more smooth, more even. You can use them morning or night before your other products. I like it. Ooh, I've got a perfume to talk about. This is one that I've loved since it came out a year or 2 ago. I'm not fully transitioned into fall scents right now. It's sort of like a mid-range, kind of wanting to reach for my little bit deeper scent. And I think this is maybe my favorite perfume. If I had to choose a signature right now, if I had to. I love it so much. I'm so glad to be reaching for it again. It is the Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, and this is the like over red, I believe they call it. It has notes of cherry in it. But it's not like a Calgon, body mist cherry, super sweet. It's like a sexual dark. I can picture the ad, some girl eating the cherry. Or some dude, why not? Anyways, off track. It's just a really beautiful, sexy fragrance. I've had, and I don't say this as like necessarily a positive, because you know, like I love the ladies, but I've had some men compliment me on this in not a creepy way. A guy in an elevator, I think an Uber driver, and it's not like a, ooh, they're just like, oh, that smells really good. What are you wearing? I'm like, thank you, sir. It's actually a nice interaction. And it lasts really well on the skin. I got compliments from women too. Yeah, I love it. I love you. For my body, I have two moisturizers that I want to mention that I kind of use for two different reasons. The first one is this one's so viral. People freaked out about this. It's the EOS 24-hour moisture lotion. I like the Fresh and Cozy over the vanilla. The vanilla was really vanilla-y, which I don't necessarily have a problem with, but this is supposed to smell like morning light, dewy cassis, and sheer musk. I don't know. Either way, it's just kind of a lighter, fresher scent. All that to say, you can totally feel that this is loaded up with shea butter, right? Yeah, yeah. There's also glycerin in here. I totally get the 24-hour thing on this because I hadn't used this in a while, and I did use it after I got out of the shower, lathered up or slathered it all over, whatever. And the next day I could totally, I was like, oh, my skin feels soft. What did I do that was different? Ding, ding, ding. So I gotta say, it was very hyped up in the beginning. I feel like people were mostly talking about just the scent of it. But I'm not using a body lotion for the scent. Like, it's a bonus if it's good, but I'm using it for moisture. So yeah, it's very moisturizing. Totally 24-hour, not just some BS marketing claim. Then, this is my other body lotion. It is the Fenty Skin Butter Drop Hydrating Body Milk. This is my going out body lotion in the sense that it just, first of all, it's very hydrating. It's very nice. It's got a lighter texture than the one that I just mentioned, but it gives a beautiful glow to the skin. It almost feels like a lotion with a little bit of oil in it, because sometimes that's what I do at home. Like, I don't want to cover myself in a body oil because I'm already sweaty. I'm already sweaty. And I find sometimes I can make things a little too lubricated, I'll say. So this is really nice because it gives a beautiful glow to the skin without adding any shimmer or glitter, anything like that. I'll do it before filming. It's really nice and light. It has more of a, again, just kind of like a fresh scent. I think it smells like some of their other products, actually. I think it smells like their toner, or maybe it's their sunscreen that it smells like. Sort of fresh, sort of fruity, a little bit sweet, but not any particular, like going down any one of those particular paths. Yeah, I really like it, and glass bottle's beautiful with a pump, so that's Vance. I want to talk about deodorant because, as I mentioned, I'm a sweaty girl, and I was not expecting much. Vichy sent me 2 of their different deodorants. I just finished another one. This is the one I've been using now. This is the Vichy Hypoallergenic oh, that's French. 24-hour antiperspirant, intense perspiration, alcohol-free. This I love. I think my only complaint is that you can't really tell when you're about to run out of it because it's a roller ball. It's got a liquid in there, so you just sort of roll it on. But it feels so nice and light. I definitely feel that it helps with the sweatiness. I actually just upped my antidepressants as well. It's like, oh, that's why you're back. I just upped my antidepressants, and that makes you even more sweaty, if you didn't know. Fun fact. So this has done a really good job. I was like, you know, Vichy skincare seems like it's going to be good for your skin, but is it going to be good for the sweat? And yes, the answer is yes. And it feels also equally gentle on my armpits. I don't have any necessarily sensitivity there, but it's nice to know that it's kind of like good and good for you, sort of, you know. And then for hair, I've got one drugstore, one not so drugstore to talk about. The first, I finally tried the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Clarifying Shampoo. I love a clarifying shampoo. I use it kind of depends on how much I'm styling my hair, but a couple times a month I will use a clarifying shampoo. I always double cleanse my hair anyways. This one is supposed to, like, you're supposed to leave it on for 5 minutes, let it, you know, get in there, finish up with all the other Olaplex stuff. I don't actually follow the whole Olaplex thing. I've used things here and there and enjoyed it. I really love the oil, but I have to say I really like this. It does feel hydrating. It doesn't feel like it's stripping my hair, because while I want to clarify and get all the gunk out, I don't want to take all the good stuff out either, you know, or like what is not, like the little bit of moisture that's in there. It says a deep clean softens, restores shine and clarity for all hair types. And I would agree. And then I love a mousse. This is a foam, which I would agree, it's more foamy than it is moussey. It's very light. And that's what I really like about it. It's the Heritage Have It All Curl Enhancing Foam. Creates effortless style from waves to defined curls to setting beautiful braids. So you can kind of use this for anything. Sulfate-free, sulfate, phthalate, paraben, silicone, gluten, mineral oil, color safe, cruelty-free, vegan. It's also affordable from Walmart. And yeah, I gotta say, like, I'll use this with my, you know, I'll still sometimes use a styler or a leave-in with it, but it's really nice, especially if you're like a little generous with the foam in your hair or the mousses, and they can run out a little bit faster, I feel like, than some of the curl creams. Can be a little bit too generous with it, perhaps. Makes it easy to repurchase. So I have to say, I really like this. I like the curl cream too, but I love a little foam, a little mousse. It's nice. Okay, that's everything from me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below, what were you loving this month? And as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok @SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!